Hello from New York City post-Jonas snowstorm, so lots of snow and slush still on the ground. Want to catch up on some of the entertainment news worth knowing from this past week, and also taking some sights celebrating the fact that Hamilton the musical is going to be heading to the rest of the States. So let's go. University, and they have a Hamilton statue here at Hamilton Hall, but I don't know where it is quite exactly. Still not a bad place to run around. I could recognize that silhouette anywhere, thanks to the musicals program for Hamilton, and thanks to Lin-Manuel Miranda's rap, I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. That's what Columbia used to be known as. So the founding father studied here, came from the West Indies. I know all of this thanks to Hamilton the musical. Speaking about founding fathers, about birth of a nation and all of that jazz, first story, The Birth of a Nation took Sundance by storm. This movie, it has the same title as the D.W. Griffith film from 1914. Iconic film, but also very problematic, racist film. And Nate Parker, the director, actor, star, producer, everything behind the new The Birth of a Nation, scored a $17.5 million deal, the biggest in Sundance's history, from Fox Searchlight, that's going to be distributing the movie. So good on him. Let's definitely champion him and keep seeing how well this film does. This is Trinity Church, and also the site of the Battle of Fort Washington during the Revolutionary War. Alexander Hamilton was the right-hand man to Washington. He's not buried here, he's buried in Trinity Churchyard downtown. I decided to center this run around the uptown part of his life. He was shot in a duel across, of course the duel with Aaron Burr, very famous, across in New Jersey, further down towards Midtown way, but this is still a pretty amazing sight to see. These graveyards, gravestones. It's quite breathtaking with the snow. I may as well have just talked about Hamilton for the entire segment of the rundown this week, because there is so much to say about it, but also a lot of good news around it. But the second story, a lot of the reason I know so much about Hamilton, and I know a lot of people do, is because of the soundtrack, the incredibly amazing soundtrack. Music news this week, aside from the feud between Kanye and Wiz Khalifa. Kanye announced his album Swish is actually going to be now called Waves. Rihanna gave us Anti. Sia gave us, I can go right? Yeah, Sia gave us her new album, This Is Acting. And St. Lucia, one of my favorite bands here in New York City, based out of Brooklyn, originally from South Africa, they also released their new album. So lots of great music out to go and listen to. The guy behind me is playing Lose Yourself from Eminem on his, I think it's cell phone. And I don't want to be too stalkerish, but Lin-Manuel Miranda, the creator of Hamilton, did meet Eminem this week when M went to go see the show. And in a different part of Harlem, another Hamilton statue. So this is where the statue is, but it's also where Hamilton's house used to be. They moved it just a little bit down the way here. It's where he lived. So it's literally across the street and around the corner. Hamilton Grange. And pro tip, if you're a runner and you really like doing hill workouts, this is one killer workout. It is a museum. You can go inside. I've been inside once before. Pretty awesome to see if you have become somewhat of a Hamilton junkie thanks to the play. Last story, talking about houses and homes and family sitcoms. A very bad link to this last story, but there has been some pictures. There have been some pictures circulating of reunions. The Will and Grace reunion, the Friends reunion, Frasier. All of those shows were produced by James Burrows. Sorry, can't blame it all on the cold. James Burrows, he is a very well-known TV director, The Big Special, so all of these guys got together. That is going to be airing in February. I cannot wait to see it and to see what some of the sitcoms that we love got up to. How gorgeous does it look in the snow? Alrighty, if you enjoyed this, please like the video, subscribe. I love doing this. I love seeing the city through the streets, running and getting a different perspective. Check out my interview with Joe Denoto. He also talks about running and the Lower East Side, all the way downtown.